Yo, what is up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm going to play with a really solid 3 Musketeer deck, and probably you guys know this deck already because it's really popular, but I haven't made a video on 3 Musketeers for quite a while, and many of you guys requested a video of me playing with 3 Musketeers. I am in a grand challenge, but I have already 2 losses, so that always makes it more fun, because if I lose one, I'm out. So I have the pressure that I need to win 3 battles to get the 12 wins. So hopefully I'm able to get the 12 wins live for you guys. If not, no problem, but of course that is the goal of the video. As I said, it's quite a popular deck, but if you guys don't know it, I will go over the deck real quick. As you guys can see, it has the Elixir Collector, which is obvious, the 3 Musketeers. It's really important to get an Elixir advantage with it. Then you have sort of a spell, yeah, I wouldn't say spell bait, because like if they have a lock, like you don't really have any other lock bait besides the Goblin gang. But if they use, for example, their poison, you could go with like better and main horde combination, which is really good if they poison your Elixir Collector. If they poison, for example, 3 Musketeers, you could punish with it. If they only have the zap, Goblin gang is really good because you can bait out the zap with it, which is good for the main horde. But also the step goblins will not die to zap. So if you have an ice golem tanking, if you have a miner tanking for those, that can also deal solid damage. Of course, you have the zap for yourself. Versus lockbait, this deck is actually not too bad. Of course, you don't have the lock, so their princess could get a lot of value. But the main horde can also get a lot of value if they use their princess. And you have the Goblin gang, which is a counter for the barrel. You just need to watch out that you don't play into their predictions. But I think that's enough talking. Let's hop into the first match and let's see what kind of matchup we will get for the first, for the first game. So let's see. Okay guys, looks like we are finally in a match. Let's give him the thumbs up and let's give him the good luck. Looks like we do start with a collector, but he goes aggressive with a Hawk Rider, Ice Golem, Ice Spirit. Let's see if he has a zap or anything. Okay, so it looks like he doesn't. I will pump up. Of course, he got 2 hits. I believe 2 hits with the Ice Golem death damage. But we should have an Elixir advantage right now. And the reason why I don't place it over here, because maybe he has the mini P.E.K.K.A princess deck and that has rocket. And of course, I don't want him to deal a lot of damage. But let's go with 3 Musketeers right now. He actually goes with a Goblin gang, so that might mean he has Hawk's 3 Musketeers himself. Looks like he does have rocket, so he will rocket the 2 Musketeers and the tower. But that does open up a counter push for us, or that does open up, like, it allows us to push. So let's actually go with a Battleram in the other lane, knowing that he has, probably he has mini P.E.K.K.A, I think. He went with the Ice Golem, and he has a Ice Spirit for the Barbarians, but still should be able to deal a lot of damage on the right side. The Musketeer is actually locked on. And I will go with a Collector. I know that he has Rocket, but I don't think he has it in Cycle. And for sure he doesn't have enough Elixir. If he does Rocket, again, I can go with 3 Musketeers. And he does Rocket, so we can go with 3 Musketeers again. And we even got 1 Elixir tick. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the Elixir Collector was able to get 1 Elixir. So for sure, we're up a ton of Elixir right now. So let's go with 3 Musketeers again. 2 towards the right side, 1 towards the left side. Usually the tower with the lowest HP, you split 1 Musketeer towards that side, because often people pay attention to the other lane. So let's go with Ice Golem, let's go with Battleram in the left side. And he actually goes with 3 Musketeers himself. So he has Hawk Rider, 3 Musketeers with Rocket. Really interesting deck. But look at the amount of damage we're able to deal, guys. We have a main horde over here. I will use the main horde. I will already use it, even though the 1 Musketeer is a little bit behind. But of course, I don't want the Musketeer most in front, like being able to deal a lot of damage. I'm forced to go with Goblin gang over here just to make sure we don't lose the tower. I think it will be really close. We might lose it. Oh, we actually do lose it. But as I said, like, look at the tower damage on his right side. We just need to watch out by with his Hawk Rider, because this deck doesn't have really solid counts to Hawk Rider besides the main horde. So we kind of should keep the main horde. And this is a really good play on his part, because he knows that we probably, like, if we would go in the same lane with the Musketeer, he would actually just like rocket it. So we kind of need to wait with the Musketeers and then go with it right now. So like in this case, we will go with it a little bit late. And if he rockets it right now, he does rocket it. But then we were already able to counter his push as much as possible. Oh, I actually went with Ice Golem, but bad Ice Golem on my part. Let's go with Goblin gang. Let's go with a main horde. And then counter push with a miner. Hopefully we're able to take the tower on this push. Let's see, the miner is locked on. We will have to zap ready for his Goblin gang. Let's zap this Goblin gang. And I think this is a good game. Minions are locked on. Let's see if that's enough. That is enough. Let's give him the good game. Let's give him the wall plate. And let's give him the thumbs up. Definitely interesting deck on his part. I don't think I've ever seen a Hawk Rider 3 Musketeer deck. and the rocket in it as well. I believe normally this deck, his deck has lock and zap, but he played really interesting with it. But let's see, let's give him the thumbs up and let's give him the good luck. And again, we start off with the collector. As I said, the like the purpose of this deck, or the thing you are trying to do with this deck, is building up an elixir advantage. So let's of course like pump up. We do have the Goblin Gang, which is a solid counter in case he goes with like a miner, a Hawk Rider. You will actually go with Ice Golem Goblins. I will go with a Goblin Gang to the side just to make sure we counter his mini push. And he also goes with a Hawk Rider and a poison. Wow, he's spending so much elixir. I'm thinking about going with a Battleram main horde. I will go with a Battleram, wait a little bit with the main horde for him to drop like a counter. Maybe he will, there you go, like an Inferno Dragon. And I don't think he has much elixir at all. Like, he spent so much elixir. Maybe he has the Zap. Let's see. Looks like he doesn't even have enough elixir, so he's really low on elixir. I will pump up as soon as I hit 6 elixir, and look at the damage. If he goes with a push right now like goblins, we will have enough for Goblin Gang again, but because he zapped so late, that showed us that he's really low on elixir. So he only had 2 elixir at that moment, and I think at that moment we already had like 4 elixir or something. You will go with goblins. I would just take the damage. Like, again, he's sort of throwing away 2 elixir. Like, I would just take the damage since we already took or dealt a lot of damage to his left side tower. Looks like again he will use the poison, but the poison will not kill a walking musketeer as far as I believe. Maybe it does. No, it doesn't. So the musketeer on the right side, he still needs to zap it or drop something. And I know that he has bets, so let's wait. But the Ice Golem death damage will probably kill it. Let's go with a minor defensive for his for his Mega Knight, I mean. And the Mega Knight will be able to jump on the tower, I think. But let's go with a Goblin Gang. Hopefully it's able to deal some damage at least. Let's zap his Ice Golem, let's zap his Step Goblins over here. And we're looking really good for this match so far. Of course, like, he has quite a good matchup. Like, he has Mega Knight Hawk versus our... I'm sorry guys, first our 3 Musketeers. Let's go with main horde over here. Let's go with the Battleram. Let's go with miner to the right side just to like keep the double pressure going. And I think the Battleram should be able to take the right side tower or the left side tower while the miner is taking the right side tower. Looks like he defends really well on the left side, but that does mean that he's not that high on elixir because he tried to defend both sides. He will go with an Hawk Rider. The Ice Golem might be able to finish it off. Let's go with a main horde. Let's go with a Battleram. But if he poisons the main horde, he needs to cycle back to his poison. Well, he still needs to cycle, or like to his zap, I mean. Well, he still needs to take the right side tower. So let's go with Musketeers over here. Maybe bad Musketeers because the Mega Knight will actually jump on top of them, and then he needs 1 hit to kill them. But we still have 1 Musketeer, which I split a little bit to the left side. And looks like good game, guys. We still have the right side tower up. He will try to poison, but that's for sure not enough. Let's give him the good game. Let's give him the wall plate. And let's give him the thumbs up. So as I said, really solid deck. It is a really fun deck and also really popular. As I said, like, I think you guys know this deck. But just because I didn't do a video on 3 Musketeers for quite a while. And I think personally I'm quite good with 3 Musketeers. So that is why I want to share it in today's episode. And right now we're 11-2 in this video. 2 matches, 2 wins. Hopefully we can finish it off with a 12 win. That would be really nice from 9-2 to 12-2. But let's search for our opponent and let's see what matchup we will get for the final match. Guys, looks like we are in the final match. 11-2 right now. And we're facing off a guy. Unfortunately I can't pronounce his name. This time we don't start off with the Elixir Collector. He's saying wow, maybe he knows us. That would be funny. He says good luck. Well, let's go with the Ice Golem. I think I already wished him the thumbs up and the good luck. Let's go with a main horde for his mortar. He actually goes with a princess, so well played on his part. I think he has mortar bait. Could be mortar bait. I'm not sure about that. I think this deck doesn't have a big spell. But let's see what he will play. I will wait until his princess is closer to the bridge, and then I will go with 3 Musketeers. Let's go with 3 Musketeers right now. I will let it lock on, but I think it's fine because the Musketeers there. He actually goes with a tornado. I will go. Oh wow, I should have went with a miner, not on the mortar I think, but well, let's see. I think the mortar should be able to finish it off. He actually goes with a lock. So well played on his part. This is kind of a hard matchup because he has tornado, he has princess, mortar, and then like bait. So I think this might be a really tough matchup to beat. But of course, like, we will not give up, guys. We will try our best. I will go with the Elixir Collector over here. I'll have my Goblin Gang ready in case he goes with a miner towards it. Let's actually go with a Goblin Gang over here. Looks like we didn't predict it, unfortunately. So the miner will get some chip damage. but he still needs to cycle to have his lock. So I'll actually go with a Batteram over here, and I'll have the Zap ready for his bets, because I know that he has bets. There are his bets. Let's zap the bets. The Batteram will connect, and looks like the Barbarians are still quite healthy, so they will actually deal some solid amount of damage. And I will wait with the main Horde, because he used his Princess and he has lock, like he showed the lock. And I think he just used his Ice Golem, so I think this is a really good moment for a minor main Horde, because he has like basically the counters out of cycle. So I will go with a miner behind the tower, just because he will probably tornado the main Horde. And I don't think he has Ice Golem in cycle. There you go. So the main Horde actually deals a lot of damage, and that was a really good minor main Horde. Let's go with a Batteram. Let's zap his mortar. And the mortar is actually locked on, so bad Ice Golem placement on my part. But I still think we should be able to get some chip damage on the right side and try to defend the left side. So it looks like he did not predict the miner, which is really good for us, of course. I will go with Musketeers. In case he goes with a Princess at the bridge, the Musketeers will distract. He will actually go with... okay, so well played on his part. He will actually go with a Princess, Ice Golem as well. I will go with an Ice Golem of my own. He actually goes with a lock, so let's go with a Goblin Gang for his mortar. Of course, we still need to take it out, so let's go with a Zap over here, and the miner should be able to finish the tower off, and he's giving good game. I think it's good game as well, guys. Let's have the main Horde ready for his miner. Let's go with an Ice Golem. Let's go with main Horde for his miner, and I think this is good game. Just 4 seconds left. Let's see, let's go with a Batteram over here, but it didn't really matter because the time was over. Let's give him the good game, let's give him the well played, and let's give him the thumbs up. So really nice episode in my opinion. 3 matches, 3 wins, and that gives us the 12 wins. So let's see, let's open the chest right now, guys. So we get some gold, we get Elixir Collector, which is nice, Ice Golem, which is nice, Inferno Tower. Wow, so far really nice cards. Furnace, Dark Prince, the Wizard, 3 Musketeers. I already have it maxed, so that will give us some extra gold. Barbarians, Clone Spell, Executioner, P.E.K.K.A. And I think if we get a lot of comments right now, we will finish the episode with the Legendary, which would mean this episode is amazing. And let's see, looks like we don't get too much comments, so I mean, I still think it's a really nice episode, of course. Just unfortunately we don't finish the episode with a Legendary. Let's see what comment card, but I have all the comment cards maxed. And let's see, we get the mortar. So not a really bad chest, because we got some really good rares actually. So I'm really happy with this episode. Again, this is the deck, guys. Feel free to copy. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys could learn from watching me play with this deck. If you have any like deck suggestion, let's say you want to see me play with like a Hawk Cycle, maybe also with the deck like the Mortar deck the guy used in the last match. If you would like to see a deck like this, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to smack that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you on one of my next videos. Bye guys!